legend. I have nothing to lose. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Wake up. I know what's real. Escape reality. Hardwired.
Maybe I'll just redo that intro, but yes, we have been left alone and abandoned today. Meg opted not to join us for this episode of the Co-Crown podcast. I'm looking into everything that happened with Digimon Liberator, so I just yeeted Meg stuff out of the studio. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll do it myself. It's been a while since I've done a solo show. Gotta find my it's Meg over. That's it. That's it. Yeah, Meg over. Um wait. Ooh. So I hope everyone had a good day. I mean, being by myself, it means I can have an avatar that's in motion again, right? So that's fun at least. It'll give you guys some proper expressions, and if they get turned into memes, that's fine. And yeah, but by God, a lot happened today, didn't it? Like, Liberator released. They had a big old live stream about it. We got new information on the comic itself. We got new information on the web novel. We got we got a new toy announcement to go along. Well, it's a deck box, but it's based on the deck box Digivice thing in the comic itself. We got a brand new line for Impmon that seems to possibly be based on what Impmon's evolution line might have looked like if Impmon was going to be Takado's partner in Tamers, right? New cards for Galgamon, new cards for new card for Centralmon. Yuki got a Tamer card. Impmon got a new card. So yeah, a lot happened today. The website kind of crashed because so many people were reading the comic. It was taking forever to load up. So yeah, a lot's been happening. Like a lot's been happening. And I was like, I honestly didn't think I'd be doing a stream or a recording about Liberator today, even though it released. But we got so much news, and we got a release schedule for this, and we got filled in character profiles. Like these are filled in now. They released songs, like they did an English and a Japanese like opening theme uh for Liberator. They like there's so much to this. I'm just like that is wild. Like absolutely wild. Um so welcome into the Code Crown Podcast Extra, episode 61. My name is AJ. I'm all alone today, so I'm going to require you guys to keep me company. um, and I hope that you guys were able to enjoy it as much as I have. Um, I made sure to have the deck box here on the table. You can probably see it there. I got my Digiwater, I got my Black Digivice, I have Wormmon with me. Um, the comic, like let's start with the let's start with the review, right? Um, Chapter 0 like even got additions to it. And I didn't see that coming. Right? Because the original version of Chapter 0, Shota here is watching a game between Own and Zenith here. And Zenith wins, and Shoto just kind of throws himself back on his bed and he's like, "Oh no, my guy lost." Um and I was like, "Okay, that's fine. You know, it's just an introductory thing. Show off the art style." But it did feel a bit incomplete. And then come today, there's a whole second half to that chapter where Shoto, takes a phone call from Arisa and you kind of get a glimpse of what their relationship is like. And she's, encouraging him to get into the Liberator game. Because Owen is going to be playing as well as Zenith. And that was cool. And we got to look at. Let me just, if I can pull up the ending here, because I know we've. Let me see if I can. I don't want to load up the whole comic, right? Because I don't want to. I don't want to basically just read the comic, online. But episode 0, there's something cool I want to show off toward the end. Now, hopefully it doesn't take an eon to load in, but we'll kind of work that out as we get there. Yeah, so he's let me just, if I can bring it down to about here. There's 100. I will say though, I am hating this scrolling idea. I think it was a nice idea if you're going to be reading this on a mobile phone to just keep reading and keep scrolling to the end, but on a desktop, it is fucking diabolical. I don't like this layout on a desktop. I don't. I just don't. I just don't. But you can see, but as you can see, one, 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 one. Manwan in nutshell. Yeah, basically. I just... You know, like, I've already read this. I've already had it load in. It should be in my cache to just pop it all back up, right? It should just be in my cache. But no. And if I go all the way back to the start, like, it takes a minute for the start to pop back in. It's actually annoying. Now look, this could just be because they didn't account for how many people would actually be interested in this. That is kind of typical Bandai. But geez, like, do something, you know? Do something to try and make this a faster, like, a smoother experience. So we're just gonna have to wait. While I'm waiting, though, oh, hold on. Yeah, we can go back here. And let's get introduced to the characters while we're here. So Shoto, everyone's profile has loaded up that they've added so far, so... As the website decides to load in, change its mind, and then go, no, I want to load in a second time. God damn. This has been an awful experience. This has been an awful experience. Hopefully in a fortnight it's better. Right? Because we've learned that the comic is going to release every 2 weeks. And the web novel's going to release like every 3 months. I hope that's so that they can hire real translators to look after it and not redo what they did with Seekers. I really hope that's a quality assurance thing. But anyway, Tamer Shoto Kazama, 19, birthday March 20th. Deck type Bird Beatdown. A first-year university student knowledgeable about Digimon and Digimon cards, skilled at breaking the ice with people, he's so adept at charming and inviting newly met acquaintances out for meals that he's sometimes called supernaturally social. However, he also has a tendency to give up at crucial moments in competitions that has been causing him trouble. Amidst this, an encounter in Digimon Liberator, initiated by an invitation from his childhood friend, Arisa Kinosaki, starts to reshape everything within him. The wind is blowing just right. Time to play my trump card. So we move on to Pteromon. Even in a pinch, don't forget to have fun. And we have his whole evolution line down here. And they go back to the Digimon reference book, so that's fun. Pteromon, child level bird data. Its special attacks are Rumble Claw and Wind Slicer. A new type of Digimon who loves freedom, and thoroughly enjoys being unbound by anything. It was supposed to be a wild Digimon, not part of Digimon Liberator, but after meeting Shoto, it decided to become his partner. Convinced that it is the elder brother figure in their relationship, it frequently attempts to establish its seniority. It possesses a unique set of values stemming from its nurturing nature and self-confidence, and believes that the strong must protect the weak. Okay. His entrance into the comic is very Shoutmon, and I'm here for it. I am here for it. Shoutmon Burb is something I enjoy. Hey, Reiko, welcome in. Has Liberator released already? It has. It released earlier on. The website is very slow because I think like lots of people are trying to read it at once, but um yeah, they updated chapter 0 and gave it more content, and chapter 1 is really fun. Chapter 1 is so fun. Um so Arisa Kinosaki, 17, birthday April 7th. Deck type, puppet aggro. Shoto Kazama's childhood friend. Despite being a high school senior and having an age difference with Shoto, they grew up like siblings due to their parents' close relationship. Her ability to grasp the fundamentals of any game makes her a skilled all-round gamer who excels at the Digimon card game, Liberator, and many other titles beside. Always rapidly improving and always keen to try new games, she forces Shoto to make an extra effort to keep up. That's fun. This battle is sure to have a happy end. Okay. Shumon! And again, the Shumon evolutions down here redirect you to the reference book. Child level, puppet type, virus, wonder stomp, and petty needle. Or petite. Like Pteromon, Shumon is a new type of Digimon, timid by nature and averse to conflict. It is highly sensitive to changes in the mood around it, and can sometimes be overly considerate. As it spends time alongside the spirited Arisa, it comes to admire her as if she were its own sister. Aww, I never knew battling was so exciting. Owen Dreadnought, 23 years old. Birthday, May 8th. Deck type, unknown. An engineer and former Digimon card game world champion, he joined Liberator as a debugger during the beta test, but quit early to prepare for the world championship. After the official service launch, he started playing the game again as a regular user. He has a difficult personality, which is actually just a front to hide his shyness. Aw, he is shy boy. As a result, or is he a shy guy? He's all in red. We just need to put one of those masks on him. As a result, he rarely opens up to others and finds the unrestrained and intrusive Shoto Kazama annoying. There are signs the two of them have met before. I'll teach you the true meaning of tactics. Okay, fair enough. Zenith. 21 years old, July 17th, deck type unknown. The current Digimon card game world champion, after winning the finals against Own, he ignited a trend by announcing his participation in Liberator. He is also a veteran player who has been involved since the year-long beta test, and is a member of the debug team investigating anomalies within the game. Okay, so we know that Yuki is also part of this debug team, so there might be some crossover there. I'll show you my full strength. No one will take my place at the peak. And we loop back around to Shoto. That's fine. So let's see. Has more of chapter 0 loaded in? No, you see what I mean? It's so goddamn slow. It's so slow. I do like that when they start like their Yu-Gi-Oh hologram battles, that they say digital gate open. I know that's from the card game, but there is something like very 0-2 feeling about it that, you know, there is a nostalgic element that goes, oh, that's cute, you know. So I think if we click back into comic here, though, we do get a synopsis. And we can talk about the synopsis for the novel as well. Story. Yeah. So, Shoto Kazama, a boy who has never been able to win at card games because of his habit of giving up on things easily, enters the immersive world of Digimon Liberator through the invitation of his childhood friend, Arisa Kinosaki. The game allows players to engage in highly realistic card battles. At first, Shoto is hesitant towards it, but through his engrossing encounters with the Digimon there, he becomes a fan of the game. Encounters with wild Digimon such as Pteromon, and battles with NPCs who have gone rogue. These various happenings set the wheels of fate in motion for Shoto and his companions. This is a story about Digimon and the world. And then, of course, we have chapter 0 and 1 that are just, garbage to try and load right now. We'll have to read it later then. Yeah, definitely. That's taken from Battle Spirits. In Battle Spirits, it's Open the Gate. I just remember Miyako in 02 and just 02 in general when they'd point their digivices at the computer in the school and be like, Digigate, open, or Digiport open in the dub. So, but yeah, anyway, so what I was saying about chapter 0 earlier is it was a nice intro. Like, they added content to the end of it. You get a nice sense of the relationship between Arisa and Shoto, and a good look at the characters who are going to kind of be joining later. Like, we saw let me just bring back up the poster here for the splash art if the website wants to. Yeah. Like, you get to see the twin tail girl here in towards the end. You get a preview, a bit closer look at the girl with the glasses here. The mysterious girl here actually shows up in chapter 1 for a bit. But then you have like this NPC in the background, and like this dark Imperial Dramon fighter mode. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how all of that comes together. Chapter 1 is really fun. Like, beat for beat, chapter 1 is really fun. Like, it starts off with Arisa and Shoto like in Liberator, and she's trying to help him figure out how to open his like deckbox digivice to summon his partner Muchomon. I feel really bad for Muchomon already, and even Junkmon, which is Arisa's current partner. Because like Shoto finally brings Muchomon out, and like they're having a, hey, it's been so long since you've summoned me. I've missed you, and they're having a like, oh, they're friends. It's cute and it's nice. And then there's like an explosion, and freaking like Shumon like gets blasted into Arisa's arms. Oh no, sorry, I'm jumping ahead. So Shoto and Kazama are having the yay, we're friends, let's do things friends do bit. And then like Arisa and Shoto have a game, and she cleans house. Oh my, like Arisa absolutely destroys Shoto. It's really like he summons Muchomon and attacks, and like she uses an option card and an Airdramon appears and just kills Muchomon. So he summons Muchomon again, and she evolves Junkmon into Tobu Catmon, and like there's some really good comic panels in here. And then when Shin Monzaimon turns up, there's just a tiny little panel of Shoto just being like, I'm in danger. It's really fun. Like, it's a really fun chapter, and then there's the explosion after the battle, and Shumon turns up, and an NPC robot appears and challenges Shoto to a game. Like, it locks him into like an area he can't get out of. and all his cards go blank. You remember, like in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, when all of Judai's cards go blank thanks to Sartorius, so he has to fuck off to Neospace to get new cards? Kind of like that, right? Kind of like that. I should get away to not... Junkmon to Garbagemon. No, Tobucatmon is a fine evolution for Junkmon. Although I can see why Junk to Garbage. Yeah, that would also make sense. You know, so the NPC robot thing summons Belucomon and evolves it up the chain, and it's kicking Shoto's butt because Shoto doesn't know what to do. All his cards are blank. And then just as he's about to give up and surrender, fucking Pteromon appears and he's like, I make the rules here. This is my island. My name's Pteromon and I'm here to help. Like, basically. Like, it's a real Shoutmon introduction, and I fucking love it. Yeah, the Society of Light. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, Sartorius and the Society of Light, right? Right? So, and then Judai has to fuck off to Neospace to get to get new cards. GX season 2 was weird. Then it just got crazier and I loved it. But yeah, and that's kind of where it ends. It ends with like Shoto being like, wait, who are you? And I felt immediately bad for Muchomon and Junkmon. Right? Because you get that nice little happy scene where Muchomon and Shoto are like, they're clapping hands and they're being buds, and then suddenly Shoto's deck is just blank and he's got a new partner in Pteromon. I'm like, what's gonna happen to Muchomon? Are they gonna butt heads over this? Does Pteromon become like the alpha of the group? His description is already like, he considers himself the big brother of the two between him and Shoto. So I'm just like, is Muchomon dead? Are we gonna like? I'm really curious to see how that goes. And like Junkmon as well seems rather loyal to Arisa. So for it to just get replaced by Shumon now, I'm very curious about how all these like dynamics are going to work. Because they've outright said Muchomon is Shoto's partner. And they've outright said like Junkmon is Arisa's. So a Digimon medium that's going to, in some respect, replace your partner, that's a very fun idea, and I really hope like we see it play out like in I really hope we see it play out in a very believable sense, and it's not just we don't talk about these two ever again. Right? And that's going to be pretty damn hard, because if you look at the screen here, right? If you look at the screen here on the desk, I can't quite zoom. There we go. Right? If I zoom, whoa! Zoomed in too far. Zoomed in too far. God damn it! This website is atrocious. Because it's running at like 4 frames a second, so everything I do feels like I haven't even touched anything there other than scroll, and it's still resizing. Okay. Are we okay? Okay. Perfect. Right. So if you look at the screen there, right? Muchomon is very prominent in those thumbnails. So, like, I really hope he's not just forgotten about or like erased from Shoto's deck permanently in the next fortnight when, you know, Pteromon helps Shoto win against the NPC. Speaking of like Easter eggs though, Mr. Navit from Cyber Sleuth just fucking shows up. Like he's an NPC in the Liberator world, but like they gave it a full body, and like there's multiple of them, like in different costumes. Like one's a police officer, one looks like it's a marching band director. Like there's just different fucking Mr. Navits, and I'm like, wait, what? Um, there's a couple of other bits like when the explosion happens in the chapter, the mysterious the girl from the back of the poster turns up, and her and Shoto have a moment, and you can tell Shoto has fallen for this girl like immediately. He basically has a ba-dum-dum moment as cute girl passes him by. Um no idea, no name or anything. It's just passing glances and she's gone. And then the NPC turns up. Um but I took a screenshot of her and I put it up in the Discord thread for Liberator, and I'm like, I read Liberator for the plot because she has got lots of plot. And so does a character from the manga seem to have lots of plot. We'll get to her in a moment. Let me So let me just kind of bring up our Discord thread, because there's a lot of stuff in there that we can cover. It'll be a bit more straightforward. Um, oh yeah, so there's like this scene in chapter 0 when Owen Dreadnought loses to Zenith, and fucking Shoto's phone goes off, and he's like, Arisa, did you call me just to make fun? Did you call just to make fun of me because my favorite player lost? And we're just greeted to this amazing troll face of like, shit, he's onto me. He's onto me. What do I do? And then she tries to get him to like play the Liberator game. But if we're in here, actually, fuck, I'm actually gonna close the tabs for the Liberator comic, because trying to load the comic is slowing everything down, because the servers are just getting hit too hard because everyone's trying to read this at once. So this is what stepping into Liberator looks like. Again, very Cyber Sleuth with the goggles. And given that Mr. Navit gets to make a cameo in this, I wonder how intentional that is. If I just scroll down here a sec. Oh yeah, there's the panel from Shin Monzaimon turning up. And you can just see Shoto like, I'm in danger. He's just, oh, I'm dead. That's it. I'm gone. Um, but let me have oh yeah, so these are the panels at the end of chapter 0 I was mentioning. Like, because there's like Shoto gets like a monologue, and he's like, little did I know that this game would bring me, I mean us, all closer together. And then you can see Arisa here, which you see the twin tail girl, you see the girl with the glasses, the guy with the Omekamon as his partner that we haven't been introduced to yet. And then you get Zenith here, and you get Own, and then you get the mysterious girl with the plot, looking like a Digimon version of fucking Aura from Dot Hack. I'm just like, wait, what? What is going on? Who are you? Um, But so I love Tobu-Catmon's attack. Tobu Tobu Phoenix. It's kind of adorable. Um yeah, this hold on, this web page is really fucking us over. Um trying to have those web page I hear someone has a Leomon, they won't be winning. No, they probably won't. Oh yeah, trying to load up the web page has slowed down my resources considerably. So the novel also has a lady that's here for the plot, and even Yuki was like our Yuki, not novel Yuki, was like, I can hear the ara ara already from this one. And I would argue yes, we probably can hear the ara ara already from this one. Someone has a Leomon. Yeah, someone in one of like the opening panels is shown to be using a Leomon. I think a screenshot got posted. If Oh yeah, we got a delinquent girl who seems to have a metal Edamon as her partner, along with a Sparrowmon and a Digitamamon. I would like to know more about the delinquent girl because she seems to be relevant for plot. Um Look at that sweet, sweet plot. um but like the panel just below this one. I think it's the panel just below this one. There, oh god, there we go. We can see someone there like Magnamon versus Leomon. So there's the Leomon. It seems to be being controlled by this NPC, so it doesn't even look like a player is using it. Because like these NPCs apparently show up to issue challenges to players. At least someone on this comic is wearing goggles. Don't know why Shoto's not wearing goggles. But I really like this War Greymon that's not wearing his claws. He looks like he's a smart War Greymon. He's very pensive and thinking. Um then but like overall it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. We got a better look at Owen's new partner. In chapter 0, he's playing an Agumon deck. But this seems to be his partner for the comic proper. Like some like frilly axolotl shoutmon looking thing. I don't really know how else to address that. Um then oh yeah. So we got new key art for the web novel that's going to be running alongside this comic. This is only going to come out every 3 months. So but we've already got so much news out of this that it's kind of incredible. I think that's Zenith in the back. I'm not 100% on that. But the creepy girl here on the side, she reminds me of somebody else and I can't place who. Megmon's ghost is here. Don't worry. The ghost isn't real and the ghost can't hurt you. Don't worry. Um But one of the new novel characters is going to be this character called Winner. Now, I think Winner as a name is it's 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 kind of dumb, but I kind of respect it. It's very conceited. I think his Japanese name is Saikyo, so the best or champion. So Winner as his English name, I enjoy that. He's 11 years old, September 28th, plays a royal base control deck, but his partner is Fanbimon, which is very different. I can't say I saw that coming. Um Hey Yuki, welcome in. Wiener. No, that was the band that did the Ghost Game song. um what else was there? Um um oh yeah. So the Deckbox Digivice thing is getting a release. They haven't said when, just coming soon. That's all we know. Just that it's coming soon. I already got one. You can see it on the table here. But oh, you mean Karn, don't you, Desmond? That's okay. You could say other people's names here. I don't mind that. Mentioning them is one thing. It's when people promote other streamers or content creators. That's where I think that's kind of disrespectful. But mentioning them, I don't see anything wrong with that. Um, but I think the biggest kind of news that we got out of today, I think the biggest news, like outside of all of this, and I'll go back and we'll kind of go over the synopses of the novel because it's going to run alongside the main comic, but it's got its own plot too, and it's here. But I'll go with the official translation in a second. But they showed us what, like, remember it was during Digimon Con when they were hyping up the Liberator comic and they talked about the web novel and they were like, oh yeah, Yuki's Impmon isn't going to turn into Beelzemon. They kind of teased that, right? They were like, oh, maybe it's something else. You'll have to tune in and find out, right? So they tease that, right? They oh yeah, there's the new Mr. Navitz. Ignore the NPC here on the bottom right, but like Mr. Navit from Cyber Sleuth got fucking upgraded, right? So like that one's a secretary or something, like or like an this one's like a marching band leader. These are police. This one is like a festival like announcer or like chanting and whatever. Like I was not expecting Mr. Navit to come back of all characters. Like I figured we were just going to leave Mr. Navit in the Cyber Sleuth universe where it belongs. But that on top of these looking like Kisuke's goggles from also from Hacker's Memory. If we're doing shared universe stuff here, I would not be against that. I would not be against that at all. Yeah, like Meg has it down. Like, yeah, I like so and so better, and they're live, so I'm gonna go watch them instead. That's good for you. Get the fuck out of here. We don't want you. Um, but mentioning other YouTubers or podcasters or whatever, that's fine. I'm not one of those people who gets bent out of shape about that. I know some people who get really annoyed. Like if you dare mention somebody else, they see it as promoting somebody else on their stream. And to a point I get it, but I'm not I'm not that broken up about things like that. But anyway, I'm getting kind of off track here because there's just so much to like kind of point and poke at and be like, oh, that's fucking cool. I want to know more about this person. This art is amazing. This comic is drawn really well. It's just a shame we can't go through more of the comic on stream because the website is currently being run by well, it's currently being run by a flea market or a flea circus. So, you know, I'll have to like, you know, you'll have to read it in your own time and kind of just see how well it all kind of looks in motion. Again, I think having a scrolling comic is a really good idea if you're doing it on a mobile phone. If you're trying to read this comic on desktop, it is a pain in the ass. But that fucking said, we need to talk about this little shithead right here. We need to talk about Impmon. Because I didn't think we would be talking about Impmon this in depth, right? When they hinted or suggested at Digimon Con that Impmon wouldn't be Beelzebumon, right? That wouldn't be its final stage, right? Remember, we were kind of like, oh, okay, well, Yuki's a girl, so it's going to be Starmon or something, right? We just thought, okay, well, look, yeah, it's not going to be Beelzebumon. It's not going to be Beelzebumon, but they'll give her Starmon or something. The result we got is so much better. The result we got is so much better than just yeeting a Starmon at her, because that's the quote-unquote obvious way to go. So we don't know their names yet. And I'm very curious about getting their descriptions into the reference book, because I want to know what this is about. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, can I present to you Liberator Impmon's adult level? Like, look at this! It's punk rock Guilmon, or punk rock Growlmon. How fucking cool is that? Kind of sad they're just Guilmon. They're Guilmon, but again, see, here's the thing. When Tamers was being drafted up, Impmon was suggested to be Takado's partner. So I kind of feel like these are what those designs were originally supposed to be. Or at least they've been retrofitted from an older idea. So technically, it's not just Guilmon, but again, technically this is the original. In theory. In theory. But anyway, right? So, like, purple Beelzified Growlmon. I love this metal, like, fucking jaw thing. This mouthpiece here. I love this. I love the punk rock green hair. I love the belts around the tail. I love that the tip of the tail is pierced. There's slash marks in the tail. It's fucking metal. I really love this. And then it gets even more music themed as we get into the perfect level. And yes, that is just Megalo Growlmon, or War Growlmon if you prefer the dub terms. But he's got speakers for armor, and he's got a 3.5 millimeter fucking jack to probably beat you senseless with. You ever been whipped by one of these? It fucking hurts. He's got exhausts on his arms and like tire tracks or speakers on his arms as well. He's a walking sound system. And then you've got connector cables or amp cables for a tail, all wrapped up with a cable tidy and tied off with Impmon's like neckerchief. This design is fucking amazing. I'm sorry. Like I prefer this over the regular Megalograumon. This is fucking amazing. And then I was like, nah, they can't do better than this, right? They can't one up this. And they went and in response they went, hold our beer. And we got Rockstar Megidramon, who has dragon guitars for wings. I'm sorry, this wins. Flawless fucking victory. When do I get to put this deck together? When do I get to put this deck together? Because flawless fucking victory, this is sick. Or IP Balmon. Yeah, like I mean that's the thing, right? I'm really happy with this like idea that they looked at the current AJ dropping Cargomon in the bin and picking this toy up. No, Cargodramon is my boy. But you know what? I'm a loud window shop. I'm a loud window shop. Andre Huaman. How good is Digimon World 2 alternative? So far so good. But no, like these new Impmon evolution line, these new designs, seriously, like hook them to my veins. I love these. I love these so much. And for me, these are like the biggest news that came out of the Liberator stuff today. You know, and I'm just all it's doing is making me curious for like what else they have planned, because if we go back to the key art just for a second here. Come on. Don't die. Don't there we go. No. Where is the main key art for this fucking comic? Yeah, right. The one we're using as the thumbnail, right? Let's just use this for a second. Right? We have like the gothic Lolita girl here and her not Soulmon. Soulmon's the Bakemon in the hat. Right, but we've got the little fire ghost thing. Ghostmon. I think it's just Ghostmon. Ghost without the T. I think it's just Ghostmon. Right? There's a whole like they'll probably turn that into Wizardmon and like do something like expected. But given that they were able to look at Impmon and go, yeah, let's just give you a complete overhaul, there's no reason why they can't do it with any of these. There's no reason why Sangomon here can't get a whole new evolution line. We know Vemmon here has the same one from Chapter 0, right? But Sandiramon here. And then the baby axolotl thing that like everybody's curious about. There's just so much we don't know, and there's so much creativity that they might just be able to do because they're not going to be limited by animation or just having plain blocks of text. Someone did put this together, and I thought it was fun. I thought it was a fun idea. That maybe this is how the evolution lines are actually going to end up going. Oh, Justin, how you doing? So, you have the regular Guilmon line, and then it splinters off into Megidramon, but then it comes back for Dukemon and Dukemon Crimson mode, right? So someone thought, well, okay, well, what if Impmon goes through, the punk imp Growlmon thing here, goes to the big Stereomon, then that splinters off to Guitar Wings here, but then that cycles back around and ends up with Beelzebumon, and then fucking Blaster mode or Blast mode, yeah. So that's a fun little idea. Maybe that's what they have in mind. So it's been a great today has just been a great source of like, oh, what are they going to do? What are they going to do with all of this? If they've taken the idea that like this is this like that these at the very least were what Takato was originally meant to have, and then they pivoted to Guilmon and then this. I really want to see the potential of what like the purple versions have in this novel series. I'm really looking forward to that. And I want their cards so we can actually see what they're called. So chapter 2 of the comic doesn't come out for another 2 weeks. And then the novel hasn't even started yet. But one thing we haven't done yet is actually look at the synopsis for the novel version. Because I think it's got a really good idea behind it. So let me just boot up the website again and close these off. Yeah, the girl here within the corner with the big purple eyes, she reminds me of somebody else and I can't place it. I really don't know who she's reminding me of. But okay. So, novel. Oh, wow, an even bigger splash art. Oh, that's fun. This is going to take a minute to load in, but hey, I'll take higher quality art. Oh, hey. Someone on Yuki's side of the story is actually wearing goggles. Imagine goggles in a Digimon project. Isn't that amazing? Where is Punk Gallantmon or Punk Dukemon? Yeah. Was it ever said that Megidramon is Guilmon's true evolution? I don't think so. Like, I don't, I like the idea that Digimon don't have true evolution. They just evolve depending on how you're, if they evolve based on their surroundings and how their heart is being influenced by their partner. Like, I really do enjoy that idea more so than Digimon having a set evolution line as if they were Pokemon. Because that's how you end up with crazy stuff like Impmon turning into a Punk Growlmon line, rather than just sticking to the purest idea of no, Impmon becomes Wizardmon, becomes Ballmon, becomes Beelzemon. You know how long it took people to accept the idea of Ballmon just because it started off as a Cross Wars Digimon? So I like that Digimon is like, no, we're just gonna mess with all your expectations, all of them. I do like the goggle girl up here though. That she seems like she's gonna be fun. She's like a biker, which I'm down for. I like biker characters. But yeah. So let's see. The story of the novel. Again, I think is pretty interesting. Digimon Liberator has a debug team tasked with resolving internal problems in the game. Digimon Liberator, the immersive card game developed by IDEA, contains a supposedly unimplemented feature that was discovered during the beta test. This is the presence of wild Digimon that had not been made into cards. For what purpose did they exist, and why did they cause an influx of errors in the game? To investigate and resolve this problem, and to convert all Digimon into cards, IDEA formed the debug team by inviting certain players into it. Yuki, a player involved in the game since the beta, her partner Impmon, and the other members of the debug team pursue the mysteries of this world. This is a story about Digimon and of the world. So I like the idea, chapters coming soon. So I really like the idea of like this task force that goes around Power Rangers time forcing or SPDing Digimon into trading cards. You know, like if you're going to exist, you're going to exist within our framework. And I really want to see the novel like tackle the moral implication of all that, right? That sounds like it could be fun. And if these characters are going to cross over with the main novel characters from time to time, that's even better. You know, that's even better because you could get like Shoto's viewpoints versus Yuki's viewpoints on how to handle wild Digimon. Things like that, right? You could get Zenith here. I think that's him here. It's tough to tell right now, but I think Zenith is also involved in the debug team. So like, just getting to see how all this crossover affects both sides of the story. It's gonna be really fun, and I wish Digimon Seekers had this much effort put behind it. I really wish Digimon Seekers had this much thought put into it. Well, actually, Impmon's OG line is Meramon and Death Meramon. You see, there you go. Similar to Yu-Gi-Oh, but look like Digimon can walk around. Would that imply at the end the Digimon will be freed from the cards? No idea. No idea. So Zenith is just Yuki's Owen. Seems that way. Seems that way. I have to look at Liberator story to see what see what it's about. Is it real battles or card battles where Digimon? Yo, yeah, no, it's Digimon Yu-Gi-Oh. Their deck boxes are their Digivices. They do the hologram thing. I'd love to show you, but the website loads like garbage. I can try, but the website loads like garbage. So many people like this. The servers took a huge hit today when this launched, and they haven't really recovered. So I can try and load up chapter 1 and show you how that works. But yeah, their deck boxes or their Digivices are their dual discs. And that's kind of what that boils down to. Digimon Yu-Gi-Oh! Sounds good to me. Hey, Reiko, welcome back. Yeah, like, I don't want to be reading it on stream either, but I would like the website to load at more than 4 frames a second. So I can show you guys certain scenes to, like, you know, prove up to, like, accentuate a point I'm making. So yeah, definitely, like, you know, it could also be because my internet speed isn't great. But definitely try and load it up and read it yourself. Again, chapter 0 got extra content added onto it. Chapter 1 is really fun. The scrolling idea gives them some creative the scrolling idea gives them some really creative opportunities. Like when there's a moment where Arisa, I mentioned earlier, she plays an option card or a security card and gets Airdramon from it. And like the Airdramon rises up and then comes down the panels of the screen. Like it's a really fun idea that this format lets them do, but if you're trying to read on a desktop rather than a mobile phone, it's not really fit for purpose. There's our teasing of the mysterious girl and her plot. There's Pteromon. So yeah, we're kind of just waiting for the comic to react, unfortunately. It's slow for everyone because the images are really high and a lot of people are trying to access it. Oh yeah, no, I totally understand that. But they should have planned that better. Like they really should have planned that better. Where can I read it? Reiko, I will send you the link as a Discord message, because if you go into the Liberator thread on the Discord, you're just gonna get spoiled left, right, and center. So hold on. Oh wait, no, maybe that's not where I do that. See here. New window. Window you guys can't see. And there you are. Enjoy. For anyone else, I will actually just put the link into the description down below, so you might need to refresh. You think the partner card Digimon will only be able to talk? I think so. I think that's going to be something only the partner Digimon can do. I hope I'm wrong. Right? I hope all Digimon start to gain sentience as the comic goes on, but I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it's only the partner Digimon that can talk. Still feel bad for Muchomon though. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say on that one. This loaded up. Right, so Arisa here is trying to teach Kazama how to activate his Digivice. And we just need to give this another hour to load back in, probably. So, oh wow, it's really, this is even affecting my speed. That's like I was so much more responsive before. God damn it. So he does that, and this needs to load. Okay. So his cards fly out of his deck box thing. There's Muchomon. Okay, maybe the actual dual disc part of this isn't for a bit further down. So we'll give it a second. Yeah, they really need to rethink this. Like it's a great idea, but as we've said, not great for desktop, and with the images being so high quality, this is, I don't want to have to deal with this every fortnight, you know? Look, I'll leave it alone. Maybe it'll boot up just while we're chatting away. But yeah. No, you know, website hiccups and technical issues aside, I'm really excited for this venture. Like, genuinely excited. The Chinese website is better. I will agree. I've seen the layout. The Chinese website just lays it all out like a regular comic book. You know, click into the thumbnail to open up that page in particular. Um, it's it's definitely organized a lot smoother. So maybe that's just what they need to do. Maybe they need to break it up that if you're on mobile, it's one layout. If you're on desktop, it's another or something. But I didn't expect to be this excited today. Mainly just because of how let down Seekers left me. I wasn't expecting to be so excited by all of the goings on today surrounding Liberator that I was like, yeah, no, screw it. I'll do an extra stream. I don't care. Yeah, look at these two. Look at these happy boys. And then Pteromon's just gonna come in and go, nope, I'm your partner now. Look at them. Look at them. Anyway, so beep, beep, friendly battle mode activate. So the deck box Digivice shines a light at them that travels down their body, and they get like a holographic wristband thing. And then like the game board opens up in front of them, and then it's just Yu-Gi-Oh! Like she's gonna do the same thing. I'll give it another moment to load in some extra pages. It's only giving Digimon New Century more ammo, right? I mean, that's fine. If some video game gets these new characters, that's awesome. You know, like I've talked before about how I think Survive not having any crossover content with Ghost Game was a wasted opportunity. I get the release timetables. We've talked about it before. I get that the release timetables probably didn't allow for it because you don't want to spoil the main character's evolution lines before they show up in the show or on the dim cards or whatever. But the fact that you couldn't get anything, like even if Gamamon, even if it was just a Gamamon that only went to Beetle Gamamon, or you could get Beetle, Wizen, and Kaus, but you couldn't go any further. Something would have been nice. You know, something is always better than nothing. Do you think it'll be kind of interesting? Yeah, I had that thought earlier, right? Because there's a lot of monster cards played, there's security cards, and there's option cards played in these chapters in 0 and 1, right? And I really thought that the idea that it would be very interesting to see these characters play tamer cards. Like, you know, Own Dreadnought use it, or at least in chapter 0 was using an Agumon deck. Was he also playing Taichi Yagami and Daimon Masaru tamer cards to bolster his strength? You know, stuff like that. Like, did they have were they doing that? I'm very curious to see like if they lean into that and if like our tamer cards are also their tamer cards. So you can see like so she's doing the hologram thing too. This thing is the security shield that surrounds them, right? So you get your 5 security cards. Then digital gate open. Battle start. And there's the memory gauge is just below them. And the game from there, again, as I mentioned, it just turns into Yu-Gi-Oh! It's just Digimon Yu-Gi-Oh! From that point on. And I love that. I am here for that. I don't I don't need it to be anything else. And that was always my thing. If that's all this amounted to, wonderful. So that and the production of Survive wasn't exactly great. Also true. Also true. So yeah, like you can see Muchomon here, like attacking the security, and it's just a big hologram. But then she's like, no, my security card activates. And then as I mentioned, it's like, it's the Airdramon. And this is what I mean, right? It's a really good Airdramon, right? But then you get it to scroll down the length of the comic pages. Like, that's something you can't do with a traditional, left to right or right to left comic book. That is something that only works in terms of this. And this is the kind of stuff I want to be able to show you properly when we're doing the reviews. So I'm hoping that the website kind of figures out its server capacity and how it loads in images by the time chapter 2 rolls around. Because what I would be afraid of is where people dropped off on Seekers just because of the bad AI translation, that people will just drop off of this because waiting an hour for the website to load up just isn't going to be worth it. And I think there's so much potential here that would just be a damn shame. That would just be a shame. They probably have their own tamer cards. That would be fun. And the very meta thing to do if, like, the tamer cards in a person's deck were them, and your abilities were based on your bond with your monster or something. I actually think that would be very clever and very different. And that way you don't have to worry about if, well, what are the implications of Own playing a Taichi card or something, I think that'd be very clever. So yeah, no, well done for that idea. Lost in Translation Mon would like that Airdramon. Yeah, they would. Hologram Ghost. Screenshot them for the review. Yeah, that's probably what we're gonna have to do if the website doesn't figure something out. That's probably what we're gonna have to do. But ultimately, guys, it's a shaky start from a technical perspective, but the actual product itself feels like it has some real energy and love being poured into it. It really feels like people who care about this franchise are behind this so far, and I'm really invested in seeing what they can do with it. So I'm gonna leave the Deckbox Digivice image there. But I think that's where I'll finish up. Do you think there'll be multiple copies of the same partner Digimon card? I don't see multiple people having the same partner, but like in chapter 1, Shoto summons Muchomon. The card gets destroyed and he summons another copy of it. So I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be surprised. Especially since this seems to be doing the Yu-Gi-Oh! Japan thing and just using the actual card fronts of like how they look in the real game. And you can see like starter deck whatever on the cards. So like they do seem to follow the set numbers. But yeah, so it just based on the fact that he summons 2 Muchomon, I think at the very least, yeah, the tamer will have more than one copy of their partner card. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else. Like it's, that's one of the questions I'm very curious to see how they answer that as the comic and the side novel progress. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm genuinely looking forward to it. But I think that's where we're gonna leave it. I think that's where we'll leave it off. This was only meant to be like a quick overview of everything. A quick review of chapter 0 and chapter 1. I'm not gonna be scoring this or picking like favorite character based on the like what we do with the anime. Um, but maybe we might wait until chapter 3 before we do the next two. I can't guarantee that we'll be doing Liberator videos every 2 weeks or every 3 months for the novel. Oh, are there new memes? I know you were posting memes throughout the day, but are there new ones to share? Oh, there are. Okay. Um, all right. Yeah, I'm just gonna close the website because oh, it's slowing down Discord. There we go. Okay, look, I'll even show off the memes from earlier. So let me open up. Oh, cool. Yeah, it just flipped over. That's sweet. Okay. So we have the "Can I copy your homework" meme. So Impmon, Gilmon, Growlmon, Punk Growlmon, Megalogrowlmon, Punk Megalogrowlmon, Megidramon, Guitardramon. Yeah, that's fair. That's very valid. That's very valid. Also, can we just talk about the fact that like the Punk Growlmon is wearing fucking knuckle dusters that are on fire? I'm sorry. This line is a this evolution chain is amazing and I love it. Um of course we have Megidramon and Guitardramon doing the Spider-Man point. Makes sense. And we have Beelzarmon and Beelzemon doing the yelling at a cat meme, and Guitardramon is the cat. I know its name isn't Guitardramon, but I'm gonna call it that until we get its proper name. Um, Jesus. Cute girl, rule 34. Yeah, yeah, that is basically how that works. Funny though. Ah, yes. I read Digimon Liberator for the plot. The plot. We got butts, we got feet, we got chests of all sizes and shapes. Um, there is a lot of plot in this manga or comic. Um, this might be one of my favorite ones, though. I'm gonna be honest. I'm going to be honest. This might be one of my favorite ones. Um, what the hell is this? And then it's just the new line. That is so good. I think that one might be my favorite so far of the new of the memes. Um Oh no! No! Oh no! You didn't have to do. You didn't have to. Oh no! This is Meg's fault. That is Meg's fault. God damn it! Oh, you. Oh, got him. Isn't this Impmon said to be a girl? I don't think that's been confirmed yet. Just, I think people are just presuming because female partner, but um, I think people are just presuming. Impmon tomboy mode. Oh, where is my sad? Where is my sad react? Bruh. And yeah. Oh, okay. Internet art. Oh boy. Oh yeah, yeah, that is also a valid meme. That is also a valid meme. No, I don't want to. Oh, I don't want to. I just want to open the. I just want to open the image. I don't want to go to the tweet. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like this one a lot. That is pretty good. Um. Um. The Persona 5 gang as Centralmon and all her choo-choos. Um. And yeah, these aren't related. Okay. These are just general Digimon arts. Cool. Alrighty then. Do I need to be in here? Oh, potential new mon for the Pendulum Wave 2. That's awesome. Trumpet horns stag thing? That's amazing, actually. It's a bit of a silly design, but I'm here for it. I'm here for old trumpet horns. Um, cool. Alrighty. Oh, man. Okay. I snatched that one from Reddit. What, Reddit's making memes about me? Shit. I Please don't tell anyone how I stream. Stupid thing being so slow. But yeah, no guys, I think we're going to leave it there. Um I just had to come on here for like 90 minutes and gush about how good Liberator is looking so far. As I said earlier, it looks like it's being put together by a team that cares. It looks like it's being put together but with a budget. It looks like it's being put together with some forethought. And it like we're a day in and it already seems to be blowing seekers out of the water. Oh, the other meme with the elephant. Ah, okay. Still, I mean, it's a good meme. It's a good meme. So good my model is lagging out. I blame the website. I blame the website for that. I was moving at a respectable level before I tried to load up the website. So yeah, I blame the website for that one. Bloody hell. So I'll have to rewatch it because someone didn't do the stream announcement. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I deserve to be called out for that one. I don't know. You said give us the stream. You never said when. So, yeah. All right, guys. That's it. I'm out of here for now. Thank you so much for joining in. I'll be back on Sunday. Possibly with a Megmon in tow. I really don't know. But I will certainly be back on Sunday for our next 3 episodes of Digimon Savers. So take care of yourselves. Look after one another. And we'll see you soon. Thanks for coming, and goodbye for now. Bye.